Welcome to the Bear Bryant Show, featuring your University of Alabama and the exciting action of Crimson Tide football. The Bear Bryant Show is brought to you by the crisp, fresh Golden Flake family of snacks and ice-cold Coca-Cola. It's the real thing. Join us now for this week's game, Alabama versus LSU, with comments by Coach Bear Bryant and yours truly, Charlie Thornton.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Bear Bryant Show, brought to you each week by ice-cold Coca-Cola and by the Golden Flake family of snacks. Today we're going to show you that I've learned this technique. Oops,
You really
exploded.
did.
Well, I had a little accident, but they're fresh anyway. They came out the bottom on me, but long we got to make those things a little better, partner.
This has been an unusual
The bag,
week, Charlie.
not the potato chips. It has, Coach. It's been really messed up with the game on Thanksgiving and an odd time and everything. And
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I think the entire staff was having problems getting our days straightened out because I don't think any of us ever had the experience of playing after only 5 days. And I thought the players did an exceptionally fine job in preparing themselves in a short period of time, although we had worked on LSU 4 days during our off week. And say that, as I told the players, my limited vocabulary really doesn't permit me to say just how proud I am of them and was of them for their winning, and not only their winning, but the way they won, and with the short time of rest and everything. Of course, LSU had the same problem, but it looked like everything was going wrong. That we was all worrying about Tiger Stadium and all that noise, and we was going out to the field and have everything we think just, scheduled right on time, and lo and behold, there was a train across one
we had
road.
to turn around and go way back.
Had to retract, start on another, and the train was a long one, and it was there too. We finally had to go out and get on the freeway to go around it. And then, of course, we were welcomed as usual. We walked around the field with oranges, which was fun and everything. But then I looked at that grass. I tell you, back in Arkansas, we used to make a living on milk and butter and bread. On cows didn't have grass to eat on.
I couldn't even see my shoes in it.
I don't blame them, Charlie, and them. I'd have had it long too, but I mean that all of them. Had to compliment our players because it was the first. I think the great team effort, truly great team effort. It was the first best overall team that we put on the field this year because in all categories I thought they played well, and they weren't. At least 5%. They weren't playing Shirley Temple, I'll tell you, because LSU came to play and they were ready. But back to our team, we expected to gain some ground. We expected them to do some things well, but I think everything, the overall football picture, starting with the kicking game, I thought we did as well as we could, and they came up with the big plays defensively. They'd move the ball some, but the team kept after them and after them and after them with great team effort, and someone come up with a big play. And it was the same way offensively. And so it had to be the best game, in my opinion, by far, that we've played. Otherwise, that wouldn't have overcome my coaching. I'd like to say, too, that our entire staff, particularly Mal Moore, who was in charge of it, and I hope Charlotte and the family, they have our deepest sympathy in their loss. But Mal was in charge of the game. I thought he did an outstanding job. And, of course, with the offense, Bud Moore and Bobby Marks, Danny Ford, Jimmy Sharp, and Jack Rutledge. And the defense just gave it an awfully lot. And Ken Donahue in charge of that. And Dude Henderson, John Mitchell, Pat Dye, Bill Oliver. So I'm mighty proud of all of them.
Coach, let's get on into the first quarter of action.
Up for 3 days already, Charlie.
Well, I think that was good. I think that illustrates a lot of things we'll be seeing as we go along.
Our entire seniors, all of our seniors acted as captains, and I think they pushed, I know they did Wilbur Jackson and Wayne Wheeler out in front to make the decisions. That was, we won the toss and received, and Willie Shelby got it back out. We ran the counter play on the opening play here. Our plan was to run straight at them and try to run straight at them to make them come in to stop our inside attack, as I said earlier. That's Gary Rutledge under the center there. Faked it to Alice Beck. Got a block by Steve Sprayberry on the left over there. Larry Ruffin. Wayne Wheeler. Handed off to Ellis Beck again, and Jackson was a lead back there. They're making the quarterback keep the ball and trying to most of the time. Real fine play by the LSU defense then. We in split formation here and put motion back across. I don't remember what they did to it, but we didn't. I don't think we got. Oh no, I remember Wayne was open on this. We overthrew him. That's Wayne Wheeler. We overthrew him a little bit.
Coach, we're in T-punt now, which is, I believe, the first
We're
time
at
we used it.
T-punt and kick from T-punt. As a matter of fact, we've had it. We've been carrying it all the entire year. And when the first time we used it, maybe the second time. And great punt then by Richard Todd. It went out of bounds on the 1 yard line, but they come right back and start running right at us. And that's Brad Davis, I think. I won't try to identify their people, but he is some kind of fine runner. And that Smiley or whatever, how you pronounce it, Charlie, is an excellent passer and runner. You see we're after them there. Our pursuit is excellent.
It was Lowe and Montgomery leading the charge.
Greg Montgomery from Macon was hurt during the ball game, and we don't know yet. We're waiting to see whether we have him or not. Now they're in full house backfield, and they run from it this time. You can see that our pursuit is excellent. They block us some. We missed some tackles. If there's anything that we did poorly, they would miss that. They go with their motion, just their regular motion. Now they're setting up the option. They'll come back to it in a minute and make a nice gain on it. Now they have what we call blue formation here. No, it wasn't either. It was a strong formation. They came with the option then. That's David Macon down there making a tackle.
I believe that was Ricky Davis.
Oh, was it Ricky Davis?
Yes.
Ricky had a great game. David didn't start the game. I wasn't sure about really how much we were going to play him, but I think he's always been injured. But I think he played very well. He played an awful lot after we got going. Here's the option play. Leroy Cook made the pitch. But they're doing an outstanding job down the field here, and I believe Ricky Davis made the play again. Rick is from out here at Bessemer. They're going in motion again. They used their fullback to break across the grain there to kind of a counter misdirection thing. There comes a misdirection trap then. John Cole is in on that. John is not really well near himself. It's just really not fair to John to expect him to.
Where's the fumble?
They fumbled the football then. Greg Montgomery, I believe Greg's the one that came up with it. Greg, sophomore from Macon. Gary Rutledge, Ellis Beck. I don't think he played Ellis enough. He's the best fullback guy that does things right, and I should have left him out there more. Two split ends this time. Here comes Ellis running the ball again behind Steve Sprayberry and Larry Ruffin. Sylvester Croom, John Rogers, Buddy Brown, George Pugh. We played what you might say our first group more than we have. That's Paul Spivey running with the ball there behind Buddy Brown and John Rogers. More than we normally do. Couldn't have played the offense too so very much so because we only had the ball 53 times against their 77. Gary Rutledge running with the football here. Wayne Wheeler out in front. There's George Pugh down there too. One time during the game, I've forgotten what play it was. I think it. Gary Rutledge again. They're going to make the quarterback keep it nearly every time. Here comes a pitch. And it's a bad play, as I can remember. No, Randy Bentley cut back inside. They tackle the football. Dr. Rouge started.
Coach, you mentioned they make the quarterback keep the ball. Is that bad?
Well, if they don't think the quarterback can run, it's good. But we got it off a few times. They make Todd keep it a few times. He'd change his mind.
Greg Montgomery made the stop then, tripped him up.
We fumbled in. Actually, we pitched off the wrong man. What really happened? And we didn't eliminate anybody.
That was Mike Raines and Wayne Hall.
Mike Raines had a great game. Wayne Hall had a good game. Mike Raines, in my opinion, is the best tackle in this league that we saw all year, the entire year. Real fine running there. Excellent running.
Woodrow and Wayne Hall and Ricky Davis coming up.
Yeah, Wayne Hall and Woodrow had fine games, and so did Strickland, Montgomery. But I was saying earlier, with the hook, I think the best tackle in the league. I think Mike Washington's the best, one of the best cornerbacks in the country, too. He's back to pass. Now, here's the thing that he does so well, and the thing that we are poor at, is recovering and making tackles. Mike Dubose made that tackle. As a matter of fact, I think Mike made an awful lot of tackles. He's from Alabama. Here comes the option play out here.
Here comes Tyrone King.
Tyrone King played it beautifully, and so did
Woodrow over there and Leroy, too.
Woodrow Lowe and Leroy. Leroy had his best game, too. Since, you know, Leroy was injured early in the year. He played an awful lot. So they have a kick that goes out of bounds. We take over. In flex a little bit. And here comes one there, but they keep it all the time and keeping it now. Richard Todd from Mobile. Jimmy Taylor's at right, at the left half back. Comes a counter play. I guess that was Taylor. We didn't get any blocking where man pulled. So Alabama nothing, LSU nothing in the first quarter. It's an experience everyone should have to play at Tiger Stadium. That's Richard Todd. He may keep the ball in there then. Mike Eckenrod's over the football.
Now, Coach, this is the one where the man catches the ball at the 5 and goes in the end zone. And will you explain the ruling on the play?
The ruling is simple. Kicking team, which we were the kicking team, put the emphasis on the ball to put it in the end zone, which the official obviously thought we did.
Right.
Well, it's a touchback. And they put the emphasis on the ball to put it in the end zone. It would have been a safety. Tackle made them, but Woodrow Lowe, I think.
Yes, so watch this play coming up. This is a good one for Alabama.
Oh,
the hook.
The hook. The hook got him a big one there.
First play.
Here it is now.
Watch Billingsley.
Right. Goes by that first, so he just kind of bumps that out of the way. He knew as well as I thought. Now here he blocks himself on it. George Pugh blocked down on it. Brown, real fine execution by the little redhead, Gary Rutledge. I'm a little sorry about Gary's little brother. I told him little brother, big brother, really. That Billingsley is some kind of little blocker. I tell you, when we go for that 2 points, you want to see somebody really score something. He really did, that corner man. So that was a real big one. We go out in front 6-0. Rand Lambert snapping them back. Gary Rutledge holding, and Bill Davis doing the kicking. Me and Bill looked up on him. Said, Dad didn't know, I'm sure you. So Greg Gant, we had a great night kicking. Kicked off in the end zone again. I was glad. I believe that was a one. It looked like they blocked Greg. It looked like it was a gap right up the middle. We all set a little bit here. They run out of the full house backfield. And they do some kind of fine job of blocking you and standing after you down low and pull around blocking and tying you up. Fakes to his tail back, goes back across the grain. Very fine play there by David McMakin or Ricky. I couldn't tell
which. That was David then, Coach.
David's a senior, and he's from the Atlanta area. Have the rush on here. Real fine job, outstanding. I think
Lenzo was the first one back there. Lenzo Hubbard.
Lenzo Hubbard, but the whole bunch, the whole entire group was back there. I think out of about 5 times, maybe 6 times we put it on, we got Robin Carey fielding the punt there. Full house backfield now. Real fine block, beautiful block then by Willie Shelby. I remember that one. And Mike Stock took his eye out the ball. I believe Mike might have gone a long, long way. Might have been for a score then. Real fine catch with Warren Dyer. Richard Todd hit him after the fullback. As you know, Todd's a real fine runner, and I doubt he wouldn't have fished right at all if he wouldn't have gone for a score on that one. A little anxious. So we're in kick formation here. Todd doing the kicking. This one goes into the end zone. We let Todd kick off when he gets them out. That's fast and on their end of the field. They ran in motion, pulled back against the grain.
It was Woodrow made the tripped him up.
Woodrow Lowe, shoestring tackle. Leroy Cook, Chuck Strickland, Wayne Hall. I think they have real powerful runners. I think Montgomery
Randy Hall
already hurt. Randy Hall had a fine game too. And they Skip almost caused the trouble there then. Fine play. Tyrone King and Leroy Cook over there. Tyrone's from Birmingham area. Mike Dubose. There comes a pursuit, which you like to see.
You know, Mike threw him for losses 4 different times in the game the other night.
Woodrow Lowe was in on it. That kicker is Alabama boy. Robin Carey makes a catch down there. Bet he wished he'd have caught it. Robin is from Greenville, South Carolina. Fake. The cross pattern. Beautiful pass. Right in front of our bench to Wayne Wheeler from Gary Rutledge. The line really fired off that football that time. Here it comes, I believe.
This is one to George.
Look at that block. You see it? Beautiful block, but Billingsley, the whole team came up and rushed. I showed you on the board. George Pugh turned, made a nice catch. Of course, George has excellent speed for a tight end, and he gets a big one. So we'll go for the 2 now. Watch the right halfback. You're going to see something here. He fakes it, carries it out, pitches it out. See Billingsley, watch it. See Billingsley make that block? He literally runs over him. Wilbur Jackson puts it in the end zone, running behind Billingsley. Fine execution by Gary Rutledge, too. So that makes it 14. Greg Gant kicking off. I was hoping he'd downer, but he didn't. Bingo!
Jimmy Taylor makes a stop.
Jimmy Taylor, that was a real big one, too. He got right in the middle of it. Jimmy's from Mount Vernon, Alabama.
That's Ronnie Robertson and Mike Raines in on that one.
Mike made a nice play out of that, too. That quarterback fumble here. I don't think we hit him. Oh, goodness, there comes that lead tag. I think automatic and every time we went in the even man line. I'm not sure. They're kicking off the spread punt. Willis Shelby, Purvis, Mississippi with the football. Willie is real strong and hard to get down, but they know something about how to get them down, I'll tell you. Full house backfield. Richard Todd, fine block there by Shelby. He followed him for 6 or 8 yards. Fine running by Richard Todd, too. They knocked Coach Bud Moore down over there. If it'd been me, I'd probably been in the hospital. Off tackle play.
It was Culliver.
Calvin Culliver from East Bruton running with the football. Fine defensive play by them. They made us, took up a blocker and made us pitch off the ball. They just did an excellent job defensively, really. Mike Eckenrod, Butch Norman, Morris Hunt. Fine running then.
Now here's the 4th down.
We've been T-punt formation that we've been carrying all year. Real fine play with their safety man. It was a real stupid call. I called it. It's 4th down. And actually, I wasn't trying for the first. I was trying for a touchdown. And a little bit of execution it might have made it, but with being just before the half, it was a stupid call. It had been all right early in the game, or 3rd quarter, or middle of the 2nd quarter. And their safety man came up and made the play, and we didn't get the pitch off. But we can do just about anything offensively from that. Look at that lead blocking they have there. Real fine motion, fake, back to throw, and I believe this is it for Ricky Davis. No, that's not the one. There's a fine play. I mean, excellent coverage. Fakes the throw again. Completed. Tyrone King making the play out there. It was a circle pattern. Man in motion. It's out on the option. Beautiful play then by Dubose and George. Mike Washington. Beautiful play by George and Mike. Here comes a hook, putting a rush on him along with Randy Hall. Tackled by Washington again.
Here comes the interception.
Now, this has been disastrous. Letting them get some momentum just before the half is what I'm saying. That's why I sort of kicked that ball. Beautiful play by Rick Davis. Real fine interception by Rick Davis. Just before the half. And Gary runs the clock out. So Alabama 14, LSU nothing at the half.
The University of Alabama Press is in the business of publishing scholarly works and books by authors who have an international reputation. The press was established in 1945, the only university press in the state, and it serves the publishing needs of Alabama and the region. In publishing its 26 books this calendar year, the staff of the University of Alabama Press was most selective. More than 200 manuscripts were considered in determining the books to be published. The University of Alabama Press is noted for its books dealing with linguistics, political science, history, literature, medicine, and philosophy. Notable among recent books is a biography of Moses Mendelssohn, father of the famed composer, and the Atlas of Alabama, the only book of its kind dealing with this state. Coming later this year, Wildflowers of Alabama, containing color pictures of the flora within our borders. The University of Alabama Press, with almost 3 decades of service.
We're still enjoying, of course, the victory over LSU here on the show, but I don't like to think about Auburn too soon, Coach, but I do want to mention the Charity League football brunch Saturday before the Alabama-Auburn game at the John C. Persons Armory, right next to Legion Field. It will begin at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and all proceeds go to support the Birmingham Speech and Hearing School. So it's a very worthwhile charity project. They'll have great entertainment and a lot of things at the Charity League brunch Saturday before the Alabama-Auburn game.
I don't know what you mean about it. You don't want to think about Auburn. What you going to think about?
Well, I mean,
anything else in the world to think about?
No, but I mean, I don't want to get to it before we have to at the end of the show is what I meant. Let's get on into the third quarter of play, Alabama and LSU.
We have to kick off starting the third quarter, meaning, of course, that they get the football and get the win in the fourth quarter. There goes Conley, Duncan, James Taylor, bingo! Look at that, Charlie. It's a great effort. I don't know who it was. I think
it was Dick Turpin, 66.
Dick was?
Yes, sir.
Real fine defensive play. 3 or 4 of our people then.
Yes, sir, Raines and
Dubose is after him pretty well, too.
Woodrow.
We started Hubbard the second half. That's a pretty tough assignment for a freshman. A great effort there if I'm trying to get back there. Caught the football. Tyrone King and Wayne Hall was out there. Wayne is from Huntsville and is a senior. Uh-oh, look at him run. Brad Davis from Hammond, Louisiana. We tried to recruit him. We tried a little hard if I'd known he was that good. The hook's in on the play then.
Along with Chuck Strickland.
Along with Chuck. Chuck's also a senior. That's Cobilius, I think, almost caused the fumble there, at least at the game site I thought he was. John Crow was out there then with Wayne Rose, Tyrone King. Good rush on then. The whole group's back there. Chuck Strickland, Cobilius, Randy Hall. So they're kicking.
Kicks it out on the Alabama 12.
Not a very good place to be starting from, but we don't have much choice.
This is
good backfield this time. Ran a counter play. Andy Billings was running with the football. Looked like the run was a sneak then. Now here comes the play. Wayne Wheeler fakes his 5. There's a block by Wilbur Jackson. Billings in. There's a man was right on. See, Wayne wide open. He had to slow down just a little to catch it, but it was a beautiful play. I'm going to tell you something else. Gary Rutledge did an excellent job, too, because they were coming right at his Adam's apple.
You get a chance to see a little better right now.
As Jackson makes the block. Here comes Billingsley around. You see him gain. Wayne faked his man, and I saw on the paper where I didn't even, Dennis Wayne had his man on the ground back there where he stepped on his foot or vice versa or something. I don't know what happened, but I liked it. It was a real big play, real big play. So Alabama's out front now 20. Randall Lambert snapped it back. Gary holds it. Bill Davis kicked it through. 21. But they have no intention of letting up, I'll tell you that. They come right back. Greg Gant kicking off. Appreciated Dr. McWhirter, the commissioner of the conference, coming by after the game. Of course, Dr. Matthews always does. So, Ellis Taylor and Coach Red Polk down there. Real fine rush then. Great play by the hook. Mike Raines is right there. Mike Raines is the hook. But Ike Cabillas. We have a lot of Mikes, and they all play well, too. That's a poor tackle, but that's some excellent running.
John Crowell made the stop.
John the senior from Gadsden. John's had all sorts of leg problems, knee injuries, surgery. They hit him, but he hit his mark too then. A beautiful play by their quarterback. That T-punt was Coach Henry Wall's play, Charlie.
Is that right?
Yeah, he'd been on me a real fine defensive play then. I think Randy Hall was the first one to make contact. Henry said I don't give him enough credit for all the good plays he gives me. So I told him we'd run that one for him. Great effort by Randy Wall there, then Skip Cabillas. Beautiful pass by their man. Bingo, Mike Dubose almost killed our own man.
Sure did.
It wasn't funny. He was trying to put that bonnet right in that fellow's middle, and I think it was Ricky Davis he hit. Well, they're moving the football on us. Split T option type play here, pulling it loose. I think Woodrow finally made the play. Woodrow low. A sweep.
Woodrow's one of them.
Mike Dubose did a fine job then in taking all the interference down too, Charlie, and cutting him back in. And Mike back there, he got rid of it, but Mike, there was someone else was back there to hit him then. David McMakin, another one of our fine seniors. Yeah, I hate to think of losing all those seniors. They're still after him. Great effort, great team effort, both sides. Comes the option play. Now here you're going to see a beauty. It is a beauty by Mike Washington. Mike Washington from Montgomery. He's a junior.
It's followed by another beauty.
Yeah, they're going to sprint out from what we call brown formation. Goes back in there. There's a great play by Rick Davis again. Tyrone King was back there with him also. Rick's from Bessemer. He's a high school quarterback, and David's a high school quarterback. We've got a lot of former quarterbacks.
You know, Coach, what's funny about Tiger Stadium is here we're leading 21-0. We just cut them off, and it didn't quiet the crowd down at all. They just keep coming at you.
We have a fumble there and recovered it. I tell you, they quieted down just a little, I think, Charlie, after we got to 14, and then just after. But after they got that
when they scored,
yeah,
I thought the press box was coming down.
Randy Billingsley. Randy did an excellent job on that play, but at the time I thought to cut the other way, he might have gotten, he had George Pugh and I think Wayne Wheel out in front there, might have gotten a block for him. Of course, he has to make that decision right. Wilbur's great speed gets him around a corner here, and he picks up a couple of yards. The play was really designed to go inside and then back out. Wilbur's from Ozark. I certainly hope that Wilbur's mother's recovering rapidly and completely. We're going to spread punt. Wilbur's a senior. He and Beck, both seniors from Ozark. Had 3 on the team when that Dexter Wood last year from Ozark. Great effort here, real great effort. Mark Prudhomme was first, I believe.
Yes, sir. And Robin Carey.
Duncan and Robin Carey put the lasso to him, put the Wood in the middle.
Chuck Strickland on that one.
Chuck's also a senior. Quick screen out there, and Leroy Cook almost de-headed him. So end of the third quarter, Alabama 21, LSU nothing.
It's part of a coach's job to see that every player is at his best, because it takes winning combinations of players to build a winning team. So we work to be strong in every position. Like the Tide, Golden Flake works hard to be a winning team. A winning team of snack treats. Golden Flakes make sure that every one of their products is at its fresh and great tasting best. Golden Flake knows that every position on their team of snack treats is important, like Golden Flake Cheese Curl, with the tangy flavor of cheese, and Golden Flake potato chips and corn chips for just the right salty taste. In football, it takes long hours and hard work to be successful, to be winners. Golden Flake knows that the same thing applies. To making the best snack treats, they work hard to make sure that every snack treat is crisp, fresh, and delicious. That's what Golden Flake's goodness is all about. And that's what makes me proud to be a part of the Golden Flake team. Be sure to buy Golden Flake. You'll turn up a winner every time.
LSU, they're going to come back and score with a long drive here and a great run by Brad Davis a little later on. This youngster had the rush on, and Randy Hall wound up. I think the first one back there was the hook. Randy Hall wound up putting the lasso to him. There's plenty of time to pass on this one. Throws a long, beautiful pass. His man has Mike beaten by a step. He's getting hold on to it. And I said a little thank you prayer right there, I'll tell you. I think Mike might have caught him, but he'd have been in business. Of course, they go ahead to score anyway, I think, on this drive.
Yes, this drive.
Back to pass, pulls it down. He's an excellent runner, and we're the worst tacklers in America One, but I know we're trying hard to tackle. Mike Dubose finally made the play, came from the opposite side. We're in the odd defense, which we played most of the time. He hits his man in the middle again. Wayne Hall is there with him. What is that?
Yes, sir, Wayne Hall. This is Brad Davis's touchdown run.
Now that we do some real, he does some great running here. And we get a real great run there. Tyrone King was Brad Davis from Hammond, Louisiana. I know that about him.
I'll tell you this, that joint was jumping about this time.
Oh, mercy. I thought Woodrow was going to block that kick at the time. Kind of opened up on the inside. So they go ahead, get 7 now, and it's 21-7. And you can't hear yourself think, much less audible snap count now. They really have enthusiasm in Tiger Stadium, and Paul Spivey running with the football then behind Sylvester Croom, Tuscaloosa boy. Comes Gary. Nice block there. I don't know who it was. They play it beautifully anyway. We had a little mix-up there. We cracked back on the wrong man, and we didn't option anybody. We had to pitch off the man who was being blocked, what really happened. Greg Gant kicking. Greg's a senior from here in Birmingham. Woodlawn High School. That's the play that we thought hit our man. It was our ball. But the official didn't see it that way, so that's that. He was right there. So they take over after the punt, complete the pass. Looks like he's going to drag us through. LSU is a young football team. That Randy Hall back there first, then Woodrow Lowe and Leroy Cook. Excuse me, Charlie. Fake, throws out the quick screen. Beautiful play. Mike Washington came up like a bullet, and out Mike Dubose played it beautifully.
For a loss of 3.
Got the rush on again here. That Woodrow back there first.
Chuck Strickland.
Chuck's back there, Leroy Cook, Mike Dubose. Their fullback made a nice block then on our man rushing the pass, the kick. Taken by Robin Carey. Bingo, you're a little late there, partner. That was the biggest thing, or the best thing about the football game, as far as I was concerned. We didn't have fine defensive play by them men. Real fine defensive play. Our execution wasn't best in the world. Split backfield, our split formation, we call it. Gary back to pass. Man, this Lidley ran over Paul then. Perfect, great catch too. Real great catch for Wayne Wheeler. We had one 5-yard penalty, and that was on a kickoff by being offside. That's the only thing that kept our kicking game from being absolutely excellent. Because it came back the next time, they ran it out to 31 or 2, I think, or maybe the 3. Counter play, option play then. Counter play with Randy Billingsley from Silicaga running the ball. Paul Spivey sitting in the middle. And Larry Ruffin from Fayette. Buddy Pope. Gary Underhand. Gary Underhand. Real fine coverage. Great effort on that kicking. We're going to even defense here. Bingo! That's a goodie. Mike Washington on the tackle. Coach Henry Wall. There. Have to use more of his plays, but not on 4th down anymore. Who made that tackle, Charlie?
Coach, that was Chuck Strickland. Coach, the only thing about it, a lot of us know Henry Wall, and we're not sure we want you to use his plays.
Captain Red Nickel and Captain Miller took good care of us, of course, and the chief from down there was a real fine gentleman and showed us a lot of courtesies. You remind me, I want to write him a note, Charlie.
All right, sir.
Used to say I'd send him a Ziegler ham, but merciful heaven, I can't get him. He got outside then.
Only got 2
Mike
yards.
Washington came up on it and played it well. Beautiful play, truly a great play then. Woodrow Lowe intercepted the pass. End of the quarter, Alabama 21, LSU 7.
We'll see you next week for Ice Cold Coca-Cola and Golden Flake.
This is Charlie Thornton inviting you to join us again next week for the Bear Bryant Show. Brought to you by The Great Pair, the Golden Flake family of snacks, and Ice Cold Coca-Cola, who urge you to continue to support your University of Alabama.